Well, Graeme, just a couple of days on from the semi-final, have you had a chance to come to terms with defeat, or is it still a bit fresh in the mind?
No, look, even after the game, look, it was, you got it in the sense of what could have been, but we have to take positives from the performance and the night, the occasion, everything about it. It was a fantastic night, and it probably gives you a bit more hunger to. We want more of that. We want more of that, especially at the Sue Direct for them type of nights, and that means we have to be more successful on the pitch in the league and move us forward. So, look, it was a fantastic occasion, and penalties is you're gutted to lose on penalties, but it gives you a bit of a hunger to move forward.
And what about the players? How have they been after that result? Because just a penalty kick away from reaching Wembley, I'd imagine even the most thick-skinned of player, they're going to struggle with that, aren't they?
Yeah, no, look, like I said, on the night, it was about, we can't dwell on it as much as it was. We were so close, and everyone will come away, and it'll be on the minds throughout. We came in yesterday, we tried to clear the lads, get them smiling again, get the recoveries, and try and get the focus back on, like I said, today and tomorrow for Saturday's game against Leyton Orient. And it's the best thing to do is, after that, is go put another performance on and get that out of the system.
It was another incredible night, though. Are you amazed by just how many memories you and the Pools fans have shared in such a short space of time? You've only been in the club a few months.
Yeah, that's it's been fantastic, and like I said, the things we have is just you want more of that. You want to give the club more of that. You want to give the fans more of that, and that's down to us on the pitch to keep doing that. And the lads give everything, and they have done in training and games, and that game again, it just emphasised exactly the work effort now the lads are for each other, and we have to keep doing that. It's a massive foundation for us to build on from them type of performances.
And you've narrowly missed out on the League Two's Manager of the Month this morning. Was it a bit of an honour, though, to be recognised for all the work that you've done?
Yeah, no, look, anything like that, it gives you a smile on your face in the sense we knew we had a fantastic February. It's nice for me. It would have been lovely for the staff and the players and everyone. That it's like to get something, even to be nominated, and that it just shows we're moving in the right direction and doing the right things. But we have to keep going now. We have to try and replicate that through March. It's a massive week for us with 3 games next week, and that'll sort of shows where we're going to be at the end of that week.
And of course, last week Pools announced that Tony Sweeney was staying. The academy is hopefully coming back next season, isn't it? So you were only working in Borough's Academy just a few months ago. You were only working in Borough's Academy just a few months ago. So I'd assume this is another fantastic thing that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, it's massive. It's massive for the, like I said, for the club, the town, to get the academy back. Trying to move forward, like I said, it's an opportunity for the young kids of the local areas. You see how many kids are at the games now, and it's fantastic. And for them now to see on the pitch and think one day I can be involved in that or I can be part of that, it's massive. It is. That's what the academies are for, to give the local lads the opportunity to become a professional footballer and the opportunity to play for the hometown team. And I think every kid on that stand the other night would have been dreaming about that opportunity because of the atmosphere and what the occasion was. So no, we're delighted to do it, and getting Tony signed up is massive for us. He's a massive part of this club. He has been for many years, and he's one of the reasons why this club have started moving forward in the last year or so. And he's, like I said, since I've come in, I've been nothing but impressed the way he works and the way his application and the response he gets from the players when he speaks to them, the respect he has from all the players and the staff. And he'll have a part with the academy, which is going to be to help move that forward. He's been in the process of bringing the academy back, and he'll take that forward. But his main thing for me has been part of my first team staff and taking us forward.
And looking ahead to tomorrow, you've got Leyton Orient, of course. They've got a new manager, and it's Richie Wellens, who's a former teammate of yours at Doncaster, isn't he? So is he a man that you've got a lot of respect for? Yeah,
Richie as a player was a fantastic player, and as a lad, like I played him at Doncaster Rovers. I was injured the majority of that year, so I had the pleasure of probably watching him more than playing with him. Fantastic player. He's had his managerial opportunity, he took it, and he's had a great. I think he took Swindon up, and it was fantastic what he did. Unfortunately, it didn't work for him at Doncaster, which would have been great because of his, like I said, his connection with the club. But he's got another opportunity to come into Leyton Orient, another big club, and like I said, he's been successful in this league before. So, no doubt, it's like one of them. We've come up against it before. The new manager comes into a team, he's going to give him a lift, and it's our job to try and keep them quiet.
Of course, they're struggling a bit in 20th place, but as you said, it's going to be a difficult test still. But they beat Pools, of course, 5-0 earlier on this season. So, what type of a game are you expecting from them?
No, it's going to be. It's a difficult one. Obviously, the new manager is going to come in. He's going to, if he'll change formations, we're not too sure yet. But he'll come in and he'll have them fired up, and we've got to look at it's the same players who beat us 5-0 early in the season, so we know if we're not in our game, that can cause us problems. So we, as I say, most weeks we've got to focus on us and what we can do, make sure we do the right things, the habits, what we're trying to create, the ugly side of the game, match them, what they're going to offer, the battles, and earn the right to play. And once we earn the right to play, we know we can hurt teams.
Any injury concerns or anything going at the game?
There's a few tight bodies from the other night. Obviously, we all seen the efforts and what they put on. So there's a few niggles which we'll have to assess again today.
Unfortunately, of course, missed out on Wembley the other day, but it's not completely off the cards, is it, Wembley? Because you're only a few wins off the playoffs, really, and with a game in hand on the playoff places at the minute. So is that the aim between now and the end of the season, just trying to sort of minimise that gap?
Yeah, look, we want something to play for, like going forward. The points tally where we've got to at the moment, we're like delighted with, but we still want to make sure we get points on the board as quick as we can. Next week, like I keep just saying to you, we've got 3 games, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, which is going to be massive for us, and that'll give us a real good telling where we're going to be and what we've got to play for.
And you spoke at length about the amazing atmosphere the other night to my colleague Rob Law. It's probably not going to be a sellout crowd tomorrow, but do you hope that some of them more casual fans who came along to the semi-final will maybe watch the team and be inspired a bit and want to come watch the lads once again?
Hopefully. Look, everyone I've spoke to come from people from Middlesbrough and different ones who I knew were coming along to the game, and they've already messaged me to say, like, obviously we didn't get the win, but how much you enjoyed it, and to say we won't be just following Middlesbrough now, it'll be 2 clubs in Pools, because the atmosphere was fantastic and the way we played, they're very impressed. So hopefully we can, look, we've been getting over 5,000 fans at home games, and they've been absolutely immense, and the noise they're being bringing is absolutely amazing. If we can add a few more to that, then fantastic.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Speaking about the move around the place, obviously after Wednesday night, but what has your message kind of been? Like last week you were wanting a reaction from the Walsall game. I imagine it's a little bit different from that because the performance was there. Yeah, performance was there, but not to dwell on it, and the importance of another performance on the back of that. We give everything the other night, and it was one of them, but mentally we've got to be back on the game and understand, like, I know we went against League One, top of League One, but that application has to be the same. We're going up against Leyton Orient. It's a chance for us to go get a massive 3 points in the league, but we have to apply ourselves in the right way. We have to be, like I said, aggressive on the front foot and move the ball, but play at that same intensity we just did and fight for every ball like we just did. If we do that, we're going to cause teams problems. You said that you were just kind of leaving Luke Molyneux and Tom Crawford to their own thoughts. You didn't want to say too much to them. Did you put your arm around them yesterday a little bit?
Yeah, look, we had a chat. We had a light-hearted chat. It's nothing I can say what will make them feel better. It was just light-hearted chat and try and make them feel like no one's looking at them to say, like, you what have you done? It's just I just said to Luke, what do you go that side for? Like, and he laughed and went, I never go that side, but he just thought the keeper will have seen his previous penalties and went, so look, that's football. It's how it works. It didn't work in our favour this time. It did against Charlton. It's not the way you want to go out, but we took it all away, which is a pleasing. I think I'd rather give the penalty opportunity than losing the last minute in the game. So it was great. The night was fantastic. It should just give us more hunger to have more nights like that.
I guess it is typical football, isn't it? The form of them two being in, particularly Luke, for them through the ones who would end up missing, but I suppose, just remind them that they are in good form.
Yeah, look, they are. They're playing well, and it's like a penalty. Everyone's missed penalties. The top best players in the world miss penalties. It's a penalty. It's happened. We can't dwell on it. It's about right. What do we do Saturday now?
What would your message be to fans? I guess it is a little bit low. Everyone's a bit deflated by it. In case that drags into tomorrow, what would you expect?
No, look, I just say nothing but positivity from the fans after the game. They were there. They appreciate the night. We all wanted that day out, and it'd have been amazing to give the fans that day out, but it didn't happen. But I feel as though there was a lot of positive vibes after the game and the appreciation of the performance. And like I said, I think they're a vital part of Saturday, that the noise there brings going to get the players really on the front foot.
You mentioned a couple of niggles there as well. You said that Joe Gray brought him off with a bit of a tight calf. Has he been back on training ground yesterday? They're inside yesterday recovering and doing what they can. We'll assess them. He'll be hopefully out on the training field today and see how he goes through the session, and then we can assess. I'm guessing it'll be nice to have some of the lads who are cup tied back as well, particularly Joe White, who's been in and around the squad.
There's lads missed, obviously played in this Newcastle and previous clubs, so get some more bodies back out, and hopefully, like I said, fresh legs is nice, but also the lads who played in the game, it's important to them that they get back on that pitch, and like I said, they had such a great night the other day. Can we take that momentum?
And Graeme, I know I've asked you about him a couple of times since he's not against Sutton. Is he still progressing?
He's progressing, it's probably slower than we all would have liked, but he's not too far off now.
Yes, on Wednesday, I probably should have saved it for today really with the emotion of things, but you come into this game probably favourites given the form table. Does that flip things how you approach it? Will you have to be
try not to focus on that. I think the focus on what we have to do is massive, and the response from the other night, and like I said, take that performance is massive. And I keep saying, if we focus on us, then like I said, we'll be all right. And but it really is on how we start the game, the performance we bring out. If we do everything what we know we can, work ethic's done right, then like I keep saying, we'll cause teams problems.
I suppose on paper, you're looking at these two games against two teams who are down the bottom of the form table. It could be a perfect tonic for you.
On paper. But no, we all know that football's, everyone in this league, especially, people beat everyone in this league, and you've seen Carlisle go win 3 games in a row. It's from being on bad form, so it's going to be tough. Every game's tough, and it's how we apply ourselves and how we approach the game ourselves, and making sure people are honest with me regarding the bodies and they're ready, because no doubt they'll all say yeah, but we want to go out and give everything we can, and they've got to be honest enough to say I'm ready for that.
You weren't here for the reverse fixture that we talked about, but have any of the lads sort of spoke about it? Is there a bit of a
they'll get reminded today. They will, because they have to be reminded. It's in any league, that type of results not acceptable, so it's something. Them players are still in that team and that club who are coming down. They've got a new manager. They're going to be they'll be thinking about that result and knowing that, so we've got to make sure we're reminded that doesn't happen again, or nothing on them lines happen. Even just the performance, it's about us, and we've got the incentive for the lads to replicate, what's the word I'm looking for, it's just to make sure that that's happened before, and we've got to get one back now.
Just finally, you said last week was one of your most difficult decisions team selection wise. What's it going to be like for tomorrow because of the
the decision could have been easy if it was probably a Tuesday night game, and a Wednesday night game. It's more about the bodies and what they've got, how they're recovering, and if they're ready to go again. A lot of them, like I said, the performance there for the lads, I want majority of them boys to be back on that pitch because of what the efforts are put on, but we have to look at who's ready for that, assess injuries, is there any risks within that, and then we go from there.
Spot on, mate.
Brilliant.